Hello, Lady Dace.
You have House Dace's thanks.
Thank you for your service.
Alright. Let's go back and talk to Balin then. Hopefully.
Lord Haramont is a weak man, and he will be a weak king.
Very convincing.
Lady Dace just came through the quarter on a tear. She's telling everyone who'll listen what a leech and a liar Haramont is. Good job. Your new brother will be pleased to welcome you into his house. Are you ready to meet Balin now?
I'm ready. Take me to him.
I warn you, be on your best behavior, and keep your weapons sheathed.
There we go.
Welcome to your new house, little sister. My Rika tells me you won the Grey Warden's attention at last year's proving. Vartag says you've been a great help in my campaign to regain the throne.
Does that put my nephew in line for the throne?
I haven't exactly picked an heir yet, but he is my son, and a son of House Iduken. He has the same rights as any sons of my wife's body, assuming he grows up as clever and as courageous as his aunt.
Why is Haramont trying to take the throne from you?
To be king of the greatest city in Thedas? I know you Grey Wardens claim to be above politics, but surely you can't be blind to that lure.
All I care about is getting troops to face the Blight.
Then we have a common goal. We may not like each other, but the Blight is our first priority. We need absolute unity to fight against the fulcrum of true evil.
Then you'll honor your agreement with the Wardens?
Absolutely. And sworn on the mail of my ancestors, as soon as Orzammar is united under my rule. Unfortunately, while this debate rages, I have no power to send the troops you need. You've seen for yourself, the city is a slaughterhouse. Criminals run lawless. I could never hold the throne if I allowed such chaos.
Maybe I could do something about that.
Jarvia and her Karta are behind this bedlam. If you can eliminate them, I promise as king, I will send as many troops as you need to fight the Darkspawn. I would offer to help, but I imagine you know Dusttown far better than I do.
I'll go look for her right now.
And I will wait eagerly for your return.
Alright. So, to deal with Jarvia, then. Anything else interesting worth looking at while I'm here, though? No. Okay. Well, this is the royal quarter. I might be able to run into my mother somewhere.
The prince appreciates your service.
Is she here somewhere?
And so I shall.
There's Rika. Oh, there she is.
Balin told me what he wants you to do. Be careful.
Charming. Mother.
Well, look at you all fancied up. You find some princeling to give you pretty clothes while he sticks it to you, like your sister?
I've missed you too. Now I remember why I left. I'm a Grey Warden now, Mother.
Right. Rika told me. Running off to the surface just like your father. Never thought to share a little of that fortune with your mother?
You're living in a palace.
I've seen how they look at me. Think I'm gutter trash. Not one of them would let me step foot here if it wasn't for Rika. Precious Rika and her precious little brat. If he chokes on that gold rattle, we'd both be on the street.
Rika's happy. Don't you dare ruin that.
Oh, precious Rika. What's she done besides getting herself knocked up? I had two worthless brats and no one ever gave me the time of day for it. I deserve what she got, and more. And don't you tell me any different. Get out! Both of you putting on airs. Too good to spend any time with your own man.
You're a real shitty mother, you know that?
Balin told me what he wants you to do. Be careful.
It is a damn shame. You would think she'd be grateful.
Question it may be able to answer, Elder Mage.
Must it always be Elder Mage? I'm not a wizened old crone just yet.
Would it prefer mage well past her prime don't mind the sagging bits?
You have an odd way of requesting answers to your questions.
I'm curious about the abominations of the tower. Is it possible for such a creature to become human again?
Yes, it is simply very difficult. It requires travel into the Fade.
And? Is the mage the same afterwards as the mage was before?
No, I have never met such a person, but no, they are changed forever.
I understand. Thank you for the answer, wise one.
I guess that doesn't count Connor as an abomination, then? I guess the demon never fully took over. Not 100%. Connor was still technically Connor.
Well, all right.
Alright. Anything else to look at while I'm here? I imagine there's some neat stuff here.
And so I shall.
Please be quiet. My patient needs a rest. Fools and their politics. The poison was probably imported as a king killer, and she got dosed by mistake. Never seen anything this potent.
You can't cure it?
It's a very strange toxin. I know there's a counter, but the ingredients are so rare, it just doesn't matter. If you can chase these things down, I'll thank you, but I won't get my hopes up. The stone will take her soon.
Exotic methods.
Of course.
Well, I don't see the note, but okay. I'm sure I'll know it when I see it. If not, I can always look it up later. Rika. This way then.
As you desire. Lovely.
What's this way? That is the throne of Orzammar. Wow. Fancy. Anything else worth looking at while we're here?
As you desire.
Storeroom. Don't mind if I do. A glass phylactery. This is probably another revenant. Hold on. Many of King Endrin's belongings have been rushed into storage, including trophies of his long reign. Among the boxes is a small glass phylactery. Kill the revenant!
There you go.
Such fun! I love this game.
I need to back up. These things are tough motherfuckers. That's for damn sure. Shattering shot. How about suppressing fire? You need to heal yourself. Hopefully Wen can keep them healed. It's not going too poorly, honestly. I've definitely seen worse. Immune to ice arrows. That is definitely something worth noting. Shale needs to heal. Surprise! Oh well, Wind doesn't have any mana. That's fair. Almost down.
I still remember my first battle.
Come on, Shale, you got this. Almost down. There we go. Ooh, Zevran got a crit. Let's kill it.
And so I shall.
Scrap of paper. Suppose we'll take it. Well. And what's this, right?
Lovely.
Another love letter. Fair enough. If I remember correctly, that is for a quest that we get in Denerim. So we'll be hanging on to them a little bit longer. Excuse me. Tunneling thieves. Well, we're just gonna have to deal with you as well. And Boba.
No mercy.
Excellent. Lovely.
What's going on? By the ancestors. Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
Suppose so.
Thanks again, Warden. My lady.
Nothing here. Okay. Anything else? No, it looks like I've explored the main gist of it.
You must be proud of your sister and nephew.
I suppose so. I'm glad Rika is
You must
doing
be
fine.
proud of your sister and nephew.
Good for her for getting out of the slums, you know what I mean? Okay, so from here, there's actually one more thing I want to check out. I think I want to go to the Shaperette. I think should be up here. Yeah. Well, the reason I want to go in here is, if I remember correctly, there's a lady.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories? Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaperette. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a little look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. No offense, Warden.
You
He's
little
probably
shit.
in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Suppose we can look at it. Orda, you're the one I want to talk to.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
Kind of research.
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last Blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
I could try and find them.
You're castless! What do you know about fighting Darkspawn? There aren't even any expeditions planned until they settle this election. Otherwise, you need special permission from the Assembly or some great lord.
I'm a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrowmont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
Well, I don't know about that smug-ass attitude about me being castless, but... you know. Maybe. Time to get some XP just by looking at books. Orzammar politics, am I right?
And so I shall.
That might be something for
As you
Lynn.
desire.
She does like history.
Of course.
About to level up Legion of the Dead. That's important. Praise for the humble nug. Bless. Anything worth talking to the Shaper about?
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
How do you know who I am?
The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you.
Let's talk about Orzammar, Lord Shaper.
Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
I have no more questions.
Your present...
Very well. As a dwarf, I already know the answers to all of those. It would be silly for me not to. Alright, so now we gotta deal with Jarvia. Now to deal with Jarvia, I'm going to have to figure out how to get into her,
Lord Harrowmont, furious at the Grey Warden's interference, claims no one can stop his plans to strip Orzammar's defenses, say insiders.
figure out how to get into her underground base. I just leveled up. Well, very nice. We'll do improved combat tactics. And summon wolf. Might as well. So is that always me? And then Bark Spawn gets put onto someone else. Very interesting. Is that a limited time thing? No. Very well. Now we just have a wolf with us.
Orzammar questions Lord Balin's ability to win the throne without Grey Warden assistance. Can he rule without them as well?
You have come at a difficult time.
Alright, so Jarvia obviously is a thug. She probably is camped out in Dusttown. So we should probably look in Dusttown to try and find her base. Good place to start anyway. There we go. Any more nugs to give you?
I trust Vala, my nug bright.
How am I doing on inventory space? I'm gonna have to get rid of some of this. Garen!
I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry.
That gives us a little bit more room. And real quick, I can go ahead and give this To you.
Oh, marvelous.
That's what I figured. No, the rest of that all still goes to Ogden. Ogren. Why do I keep calling him Ogden?
What's on your mind?
Alright. Jarvia. Captain of the Guard might know something about it.
Yes, Warden. What is it?
Never mind. Oh, Haramont supporters.
Balin has corrupted the Warden.
What happened to my wolf? Get in there, boy. I'm going to assume it disappears between screens. Jesus, they are giving Shale a pounding. Christ.
Shall we compete for points?
Oh, that's another one that requires upkeep. I've got basically no stamina at all. I guess I could turn suppressing fire off, though. That'll give me a little bit. But
Oh man, drinking.
drunk. Okay, I was about to say, what are you doing? Alright, down we go. Keep an eye out for nubs. Never know, there might be some down here. Okie doke. How do I find her? Well, Leske. How are you, buddy?
Chew me up and swallow me whole. I never thought I'd see you back here. What happened, Duster? You miss getting spit on?
Leske, great to see you.
And don't you sound all proper and fancy like. Is that to match the new steel? So what are you doing here? Not crawling back to die in the deep roads yet, right?
I'm looking for Jarvia.
Bad idea, my friend. You know she and Barat were lovers. She still blames us for his death. I've been staying out of sight since you left, but I'm sure she's heard you're back in town. What do you want her for?
Oh, so you're not in the Carta anymore.
Stone, no. You think Jarvia'd give me a hug and a kiss for taking down her lover? We even talked about taking over when he was gone. You think she can't smell that? So, seriously, Duster, why are you here?
Prentice Balin wants me to clean up a little.
So now you're doing Balin's dirty work. Is that proper for a warden?
If I get to kill Jarvia, I don't care who asked it. Balin's a good man and Rika loves him. And you just tell me where she is. If I get to kill Jarvia, I don't care who asked. Balin's a good man and Rika loves him.
Well, nice for her. She got what she wanted and didn't even have to pay Barat his cut. She's a lucky girl. Still doesn't exactly make him the champion of Dusttown, you know.
Can you just tell me where she is?
Look, she'd kill me if she knew I know this. But after Balin took Rika up city, the Carta laid claim to your old home. They put a back entrance in. It just goes to some storage tunnels, but there's probably a way into Barat's old estate from there. Now I better get out of here before anyone sees us together, but, tell me how it turns out.
Well, thank you, Les. Let me go in and check.
Well, look what we have here.
Jarvia said you were looking for trouble. Congratulations. You found it.
Indeed I did. It's a very nice spell.
Ridiculously awesome. Sunny ancestors,
What do they teach you on the surface? You fight like a bleeding archdemon. I was just doing what Lesky asked. Said Jarvia gave the word to make sure you never left.
Lesky sent you?
He told us he'd get you here. All we had to do was take you out. You don't disobey Lesky, you know. He's Jarvia's top man.
That traitor, tell me where he is or you die too.
The base is below the city. You can get to it through the wall of the third house on this row. Put this token through the slot, and it'll open. Will you let me go now?
Yes, and you won't want to be at Jarvia's when I get there.
Really? Oh, thank you. You're a good person. How do they say it? The ancestors have shown their favor. Bless you.
How could you? I swear. You think you know a guy. I cannot believe he betrayed me like that. After all we went through. Alright, look through the slot. Put a finger bone token in the slot. In we go. There we go. Honestly, 90% of my editing of this is probably gonna be those loading screens. Jesus. Alright, alright. I swear.
What's the password?
Jarvia sucks lizard eggs?
Looks like we have a martyr, boys.
As if I cared. I'll take down the whole cartel. That's what I was sent here to do anyway. Yep, you're gonna have to finish that attack, lady. Then I need to summon in my wolf. Doesn't do that by default. Might need to add that to your tactics, but then again, probably not. It's gonna tell me I have one extra tactic slot every single time.
I've a question, if I may.
Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well. My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity.
You could go if you wanted.
Could I? And what if I didn't wish to leave?
I could always use friend.
Indeed. I might even be glad to call myself such, come to think of it. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes?
Indeed. Odd time to bring that up, but fair. Here we go.
Of course.
Trap detected. I wouldn't suggest going there, Trail. You are a very, very silly golem. Kind of surprised that all the noise didn't attract the others. Jill, what are you doing? What were you hiding back here? Oh, whole room full of... Gotcha. Scatter shot. Ba-bomb! Such a neat move. Stuns basically the entire group as long as they're all close enough. And, you know, in small caves like this, it's perfect. Thank you. Nothing else in here? Fair enough. Silk carpet. Well, probably fetch a good price at any rate. Jammer's Journal. Jammer's Stash. Okay. That'll be worth looking into, I suppose. This is another dead end, but who knows? Could be something good in here. We are clearing out the entire card anyway. Well, that didn't go nearly as well, considering he went behind us. They have a Qunari mercenary. Wouldn't that make him Tal Vastal? I don't imagine that they make themselves mercenary for thug groups normally. I'm going to assume Barkspawn just leveled up. Very nice. Good on you, bud.